Hey, what's going on, everybody? Of course, this is Chuck's Raw Review, and already I'm sure you're going, dude, this is going to be a special issue. It's true. We've got 3 really special things going on, and I'm going to mention them from most important to least important, okay? So the most important is Legend. Dude, we've been missing him for a while. I was quiet about it because I was honestly legit worried that one of the dogs had ripped him apart or something. I was like, I'm not ready to tell people, but he's okay. He's you know what? He's chilling out up there with some other awesome nerdy stuff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do something fun. I've been wanting to engage with you guys anyway, so here we go. In the chat, I want you to name as many nerdy things as possible. Okay? And where they come from. Each one of these things is actually from something. So, let's see if you guys can do that. In the meantime, we'll move on to number 2. Of course, being my special lady here, Wendy. This is Wyndi Gayle, my absolutely amazing wife. And also my editor for my books.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry. Holy shit. Yeah, eventually you had to speak there. Well,
At
all
some
right.
point, yes.
Yeah, right. Beautiful. You're just here to look good, all right? No, this is Wendy. She's absolutely awesome. Wendy is my partner in everything nerdy. So we both really got into this book. Do you want to show that book off?
I do.
This is Broke Down in 4 Dead Bodies by our good friend, Travis Gibb. We're super excited to be able to talk about this one. And I just thought, hey man, with Legend back and with Travis's book and everything, I had to pull out all the stops to make this video fucking awesome. So I brought this young lady. So, Wendy, why don't you tell us a little bit about Broke Down in 4 Dead Bodies from your point of view?
You mean what the story's about?
Yeah. Give us like a short little synopsis.
Well...
She didn't know she'd be tested. I'm keeping this bitch raw, yeah.
Is this on a curve?
You know I love the curves.
Yes. No, it's a story about a couple of guys who are just trying to, they're trying to just make it, basically, in what they have chosen to do. And
you can go a little deeper in that. Hey, I can tell that you're really worried about giving too much away. Okay, so it's a crime noir book.
Yes.
So we already know that there's going to be some crime involved. So you're allowed to tell a little bit more as far as moving up the ranks and stuff like that.
Okay, well, they've chosen to be bad guys. No.
They're gangsters.
They're gangsters.
Yeah.
And things just don't quite go their way. And there's a relationship between the 2 characters here, these 2 main characters.
What are their names?
You think I'm going to mess up, don't you?
I want to see.
This is Randy, and that's Denver.
That's my lady.
But anyway, yeah, I think the funnest part of the story is how things don't go right. And I really enjoyed reading it.
You know what? It's funny because I really liked it, and now that I'm kind of getting back into it in my brain and whatnot, what I didn't notice about it is that there's the obvious, and Travis has been honest about this, he loves a lot of those gangster stuff, so there's a lot of Tarantino in there. Yeah. I felt some, as much as it might not be okay right now to mention his name, some Bryan Singer in there, as far as some, he had some issues lately. I don't know if you saw that in the news.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So anyways, but some of his early stuff, like Usual Suspects, which is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Watches it every time it's on.
Yeah, any chance I can get it, yeah. And so there was actually some moments, especially when they're talking about, there's no fucking cash in this fucking... Anyways, I don't want to give that away. But that felt like a line directly out of Usual Suspects. So, but...
I'd even say maybe a little bit of Pulp Fiction thrown in there.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that's why the Tarantino stuff, absolutely. Yeah. Pulp Fiction.
Just to be specific.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, totally. Yeah, see, and Pulp Fiction only had 1 dead body in the back. So,
that's true.
These
guys outdid Pulp Fiction.
He's like, we're going fucking big. Good stuff, Trav. But you know what else I felt like there was? Is a slight feeling of, the buddy road comedy.
Yeah.
You know, like there was just
like
a little
Planes,
bit of
Trains,
that.
and Automobiles.
yeah. Or not Black Sheep, Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Which is one of my all-time favorites. Huge Farley fan.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that thrown in there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, and it's funny that he was able to put that in there, but it's subtle. Like, I'm only kind of rediscovering that now that I've reread it, because I did get to read this even before it was colored. I got to read it very early on. So I was really lucky.
Well, and it kind of overall comes off as a fairly serious story.
Yeah.
But there's just enough humor thrown in there that it doesn't get too heavy. And those humorous moments are really funny.
Yeah, it really, it does need it. It needs to be broken now and then. And he did do a really quality job of doing that.
It's a good balance.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Show them that cover.
Yeah, this is my favorite cover.
Yes. And I believe that one's by Carl Moline. I'm not 100% sure. Dude,
Well,
really
see.
talented guy. Well, it says some of them, but I don't know if it says...
Oh, this one says Felix Navarra.
I'm pretty sure that's one of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I believe that's the Carl Moline cover. And it's...
Great job, Carl.
Yeah, right? Okay, so this was my favorite. Now, I actually believe that the art, like, technically, and like, the color and everything on there, I do kind of gravitate to that. But this one here, it's still, like, an amazing one. It pops, but it tells the story. Yeah. You know, like, now you can look at that cover and you go...
Now you don't have to read it. No, I'm joking.
Right? Well, that's lovely. I'm glad I spent $5 on that.
Read the story.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, well, and it's got twists.
Yes.
It's got some great twists in there, which I think is important to that genre.
Yeah.
It's very important.
And it's really the twist that at the end that you want to keep going because you want to see where that
Yeah, absolutely.
where that goes.
Well, and it's funny because I'm not gonna give away the spoiler there, but he kind of gives it away himself. Like, when he tells you the name of the next issue, you're like, okay, I know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Did you see that?
That's that guy.
That's
the body.
You gotta keep it quiet. They're not allowed to know.
I know, that's why I whispered. You couldn't hear me, right?
Let's say they responded and I talked right over them.
They can't see what I was looking at.
No, they can't. That's true. That's true. Well, people buy the fucking book.
I'm new.
Oh, this is so great. And also we had this one. This cover right here.
That's a good one too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I liked all of them.
Yeah, no, I did. And yeah, I mean, so just full disclosure, we're not rich. We're kind of poorish people, so we couldn't afford all 72 of the different covers he had. We only got 3. So, you know, I'm sorry.
I think we probably got the best 3.
I think there was the one unused one, and then I think they also had, I don't know if it was this cover, but they had...
Should I show them off?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but there's the 4 different ones.
And then we
have those 3, and this is an unused one right here.
Yeah, and then there was also a noir edition, which was really cool, by the way. I think that was a very limited edition too. So if you have one of those, honestly, Travis's star is on the rise. Keep that. Like, fucking put that away, man. That dude is working his ass off, and he's planning on making waves. And
if you read it already, don't touch it anymore.
Yeah, speaking of, we gotta put that. No, but can you show them?
Yeah, this one has a signature on it, so I should probably stop touching it. Sometime.
Yeah, right. Just,
I know. I keep doing this at the camera.
No, that's cool. That's totally fine. Can you show them some of the art from in there?
Yeah.
Nothing too late on, but yeah. Actually, that's a really good.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I think is that.
I'm not gonna keep it there long enough for you to read it. But there you go.
So, I'm having a look. So Felix Navarro did the art. Navarra did the art. J.W. Sims did the colors. Colors are solid, by the way. And so is the art. Like
Actually, I like the inking.
Yeah. Well, that would have been Felix, I think, did all of that.
I did this ink too.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really good. Jerome Gagnon from my own Canada. Lettering was solid, spot on. Actually, I like this little thing he did with the blam. I don't know that I've ever really seen it quite like that, and I really liked that. No, just lots of great touches, and just all the choices made perfect sense. This is dude, I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to find something wrong with it. And the thing is that Trav is a good buddy of mine, and he has made a call out there to like, hey man, if someone can knock this down, please knock it down. I want to learn, which I think is terrific. But I don't really have any bad shit to say about it.
Yeah, I had no issues with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a few things he did really, really well. So I've read stories before where you do these little time jumps, and for the majority of the time, when you read those things, at least for me anyway, I would have to go back and go, because I'd be like, I think I missed something. So I have to go back and either reread or skim over to figure out what did I miss? Why didn't it make sense when I got here? There's time skips in this book, and not once did I feel lost. Not for a second.
I love that you used time skips and Lost in a sentence, and it wasn't about Lost. Yeah, I love that. If that was, that's an Easter egg that I noticed. That's awesome.
The time skips, they didn't throw me off. It still flowed really well, and that's not something easy to do.
Yeah.
So congrats on that, Travis.
Yeah. Well, and you said there was something else that you were really.
Yeah, just the relationship, if you want to call it that, between Denver and Randy. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people bring up the character Denver, people who have read the book and stuff, but I loved Randy. I thought he was awesome.
Randy was actually my favorite. I think I like someone who seems to have their head on, and Randy does. Randy is kind of, I feel like he's trapped in this situation.
Yeah. Well, and he's kind of like, he's more logical and whatnot, and he thinks things through, and he kind of thinks about the consequences and whatnot.
Almost dispassionate, but not completely. Like, he's just able to think through his own passions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. One of the funny parts of the book to me, and one reason why I like Randy so much, is that no matter how well he thinks through something, Denver's always going to screw it up. So Randy's trying to do good, by doing what they want to do in the right way, and Denver just won't allow it to happen.
Denver is,
and it's not on purpose.
Denver is actually their worst enemy.
Exactly.
Like, out of everyone they have to fight.
So I kind of feel sorry for Randy.
I feel you there. I totally feel you there. And I definitely lean more towards Randy as well. Randy as well. I really liked his clear thinking, and even when he got really angry and passionate, it felt controlled. Even when he's about to kill someone, you're like...
Yeah, but he also gave that impression where if he ever were to lose control, you probably don't want to be around. You don't want to be the one that's going to be on the other end of that.
And it's actually kind of funny because I have read ahead to be able to read some of the other stuff, and I'm waiting for that too.
Yeah.
And but you can feel that build. Yeah, you can feel that building.
Right, Travis? It's gonna happen.
Well, now it is. Right now it's like, oh shit, I have to write that into broke down in 20 and a half dead bodies. I'm really interested to see.
The other half got left behind.
Right. You know what? He's gonna have like the final issue. It's just gonna be a dump truck filled with fucking corpses and just driving them. And it's like
they dump them in a mass grave somewhere.
You know what? I think what'll happen is they'll like fall off at different bumps and shit along the way, and so there will be like a countdown of bodies all the way until they get back down to 0, and then like at the very
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Exactly.
99 bodies of blood on the street. I don't know.
Oh, dude. Broke down and no bodies. Dude,
we figured it out.
Yep, you're welcome. That's the ending. Why are you guys even reading the series? Fuck it.
We're done. No.
What would you? Okay, cool. But
no, I can't.
No, but we are pretty much done. I don't know that I have a lot else to say. And
I just want to talk about Travis for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Were you ready? I didn't know if you
No,
were
I didn't
done.
have.
Okay.
No, I didn't have anything specific to say. Go. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that, it's the book is an example of really good writing and storytelling, because someone can write something, doesn't make them a storyteller. They might be writing a book about, I don't know, the 12 ways your dog can tell you're sick or something, but they're not telling a story. But they might write really well. Travis does both. So I wanted to say congrats, because this is an awesome story, and it shows how talented he is, not only as a writer, but a storyteller. So, thanks for the book.
That was beautiful. No, it's not. Honestly, I am tearing up a little bit. But no, that was actually, I really agree with that. And that's, honestly, Trev, you have to watch this woman because she's going to start saying shit and you're going to want to put it on your books. Because I can feel that. Because to me, I have so many people now who are like, they've started to put quotes from these raw reviews on their books, but it's all like, that book's fucking awesome. And it's like...
oh, that one's banned.
I'm just giving them a good reason to say fuck on their cover. But Wendy's like, I'm going to paint you a picture of how beautiful this book is. And you're just like, I would buy that. No, that's beautiful. I think that's awesome. Yeah, honestly, a true testament to a great book and to a good team. Like this overall.
Yeah, I mean, it's not one person who did this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the leadership counts, but that team banged out a fucking solid book. Everybody really worked well. The coloring made the lines look better, and the lettering made everything make sense and more exciting.
Look at that, right there.
They're not a baby. Look at that. Look at it. It's so cute.
I'm just excited.
I know. Yeah, no. Everything's really solid. So I mean, honestly, I don't know that I have much more to say. Do you have anything else to say about this one?
I don't think so.
What would you give it out of a 10?
Oh, jeez.
I know I didn't ask it.
Honestly, I don't think any story is without some flaw, even if I don't see it.
Yeah.
So I don't feel comfortable giving anything like a 10 out of a 10.
I think it would need to have changed your life. Like
Yeah.
it would need to be like a Watchmen or something where you're just like, that's a 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, I definitely give it a 9 out of a 10.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what's funny? I went to a 9 as well, just because it's not perfect. It's not that there's any actual like imperfections, but like I said, it's not one of those books where it changed your life. Now, I will say between you and I, and her, and my dog and legend,
Black cat.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Remember now
I
they
forgot
know.
about, yeah.
Let's hope.
Well, there's one answer for you if you didn't get it already.
And, now I don't even know what I was talking about. Anyways.
I don't either, actually.
I know. Crap. Okay, well, you know what? That's probably a perfect way of saying it's time to go. But, so it was a 9 out of 10. And just because it didn't change my life or anything. But I'm more of a climax guy. Like, I want to see the story go over that hump. So I would not be surprised if by, like, issue 3 I was just like, holy fuck! So we'll see, because we will do more of these. Thank you so much for being on the show. I love you, and let's do this again, because this was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Guys,
I'll be back.
Thank you. Guys, that was awesome. You have a great time. And as always, what's my catchphrase?
Peace, love, and comics.
Yeah.